Well, it's that time, folks. It's that time. And if you ain't been paying attention to what's going on over there in the LCU with our former baby girl, Amberlynn Reid, then you missed out on a lot. You know, it's been a little bit boring the past few days, but it got heated yesterday and it got out of control. And you know what happened? Amberlynn Reid, the former baby girl, she couldn't take the heat. She could have been wearing 70 million thousand SPF and she would have still got burnt. That's how bad it was going over there for her, and she could not take it at all. And the best part of this, what I've been noticing, right? I've been paying attention to your former baby girl, Amberlynn Reid. She is now, how can I say, praising Girl World. Girl World is taking over, and we hear this over and over again. She's like, oh, I'm taking over. I'm bringing my people over here. Girl World this, Girl World that, and nonsense over and over. And if you notice on all these streams, she thinking very highly of herself, and she just saying that Girl World is gonna take over the LCU. And the sad part, if anybody knows, and you've been here at least 5 minutes, you know that Amberlynn Reid, she don't even like Girl World. She dislikes it. She don't want to be a part of it, all that. But she over there and she using it to her benefit now. She trying to make that money and take advantage of the community that she don't like. And if you remember when she was demonetized, right? She was saying it was all Girl World. They did it. They got her channel demonetized. They reported all her videos and they took her channel and demonetized it. And she was angry. She was talking trash to everybody in Girl World and she disliked everybody. And you know what that means for my baby girl Amberlynn Reid? It can't be both ways. You can't be praising Girl World and say they took your money away and move on from that. So you know what that means, Amberlynn Reid? I actually had to go and do some detectiveness. And if there's one thing you know, you don't want me to do no detectiveness to prove that you faking over here. You don't even like Girl World, so don't play that nonsense. So you know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to show you a little bit of video of how Amberlynn Reid's hyping up Girl World and she talking trash to all the other people in the LCU. She like, we taking over, and what she really believe about Girl World and the community. So here we go. Boom.
Team, I'm been messaging you about business because Girl World taking over and I deserve a raise. Girl World taking over.
I did not create this community at all. Not one bit. This community created itself and has now involved me in their subject matter. I did not ask for it. I did not pick it out. I'm not the head honcho. I do not condone it. I don't agree with it. I don't support it. It's not my community. I don't talk to them. I don't talk with them. Nothing. They simply just talk to me on here. I'd love to block y'all, but I can't block y'all. Physically impossible. It's not my community. It's not me. It's not me as a person. Nothing. And to be told that I created you guys is absolutely insane to me.
So you see right there, Amberlynn Reid denies she does not want to be part of Girl World. She does not want to be part of the community. She says she don't even want to talk to anybody. They talk to her. She don't want to be bothered with nobody. But now she want to be bothered with everyone when it's making her look cool, because Girl World showing up, they getting on camera, they getting on all the shows over there, and they doing their thing. And now she want to take the glory from the people that she dislikes. I want you to think about this carefully. Who is Amberlynn Reid, the former baby girl, without Girl World? I want you to think about it carefully. There's 256,000 people that follow her in Girl World. And if we remove 100% of that, who is Amberlynn Reid? She don't even have a YouTube channel. She not monetized. She have no community. She have no YouTube, and that's it. We don't even know who Amberlynn Reid is. Just another YouTube channel with no videos. That's where we at. But Amberlynn Reid want to praise it, and you could do whatever games you want to go over to Amberlynn Reid. But the funny part, think about it. They hiring people from Girl World instantly, and they taking over, how can I say, host positions. They moving right to the front lines. They is on shows 1, 2, 3. You know why? Because Girl World knows how it is. And the sad part, Amberlynn Reid want to take all the credit. Nope, not gonna happen. But whatever, Amberlynn Reid, you could all go over there and you can play that nonsense and you can say whatever you want, but we know how you really feel. So now that we done with all that nonsense, you know what we're gonna do, folks? We're gonna move on and see how Amberlynn Reid was dealing with all the tryouts. Could she deal with it? Nope. She was getting destroyed, folks. And yesterday she met the person she never wanted to meet. And that person was Rosie. If you wasn't paying attention, Rosie, I mean, she completely destroyed Amberlynn Reid. And at this point, I don't even know what to say. She had to tap out and she had to actually stop and call Keem to come on there. Can you? She was like, wham, get Keemstar up here. I'm not talking no more because Rosie's destroying me. And that's what went on. Rosie was putting her in her place. And I don't think Amberlynn Reid ever met anybody from Jersey or wherever it is like that. She had no counter. She had nothing to see. And the only thing she was saying was insults. She was going for looks. She was calling people disgusting words. And we hear this for about a month. She has no other go-to. She like when you was in school and the other person you was arguing with had nothing to say and they like your mom, they just kept saying your mom. That's Amberlynn Reid. She have no other stuff but to insult people by their, how can I say, their looks and their weight or whatever it is like that. And I've been paying attention, and if you watch over there carefully, Amberlynn Reid, when she gonna get rocked over there and destroyed by somebody, the first thing she starts when somebody get in there, she like, oh, how old are you? And then she said, how much do you weigh? And do you have a job? And all this type of stuff. And then when she going to get, how can I say, destroyed in the argument, she's going for that. She going for the looks and the age and everything and how old. Because she have weak defenses and the only thing she could do is scream over people. I know you's all been in school and you had that person, they had nothing to say. And all they did was scream and scream and scream over you because they had nothing. And that's who she is. I've been watching every single tryout here. I've been watching in the beginning when Roxy was on here, and it was the same thing. When she have nothing to say, boom, just scream over the person 1,000 times to hope the argument ends and the person taps out. And that's how it's been. And the sad part, girl world noticed that. And Rosie came up there and she wasn't playing them games. She was pulling every single thing that Amberlynn Reid had, and Amberlynn Reid had nothing to say. And imagine that you got to call Keem to come up there like he your dad or something like, and put everybody in the place. And then she had to twist the narrative. Oh, well, Rosie says she don't watch my videos on my channel because she don't want to give me any type of money over there. But she made it seem like it was about the LCU channel. But that's not how it was, because Rosie clarified it to Keem. And then what happened? Amberlynn Reid was trying to get Rosie out of the show, right? I seen right there, she was like, no, I don't want her on here. I don't want her. I'm getting Keem and she never going to be here. She's never going to be a host. And if you have a trials, you can't play games where you don't like the person. You either win or you lose. You can't just change the rules as you go along, because Amberlynn Reid, I heard you say this. I want you to bring up the best people here. Let them talk trash to me. I could go one-on-one with everybody. And what happened when you met Rosie? Nothing. You had nothing to say. And it really shows your weakness, because we seen this Amberlynn Reid before. Do you not remember when you went on your live stream and you said this? Get Aunt Tammy up here now. I'll go against her. I will put her in place and I will do whatever. And what happened? You did nothing. You sat there quietly. You were like, you could have just turned the mute button on because you had no response. Aunt Tammy ripped into you. Boom. You was like, oh, I gotta go. Thank you. Goodbye. And you pretty much pieced out. And then when you try to pull the same thing here and said, bring anybody up here, and Rosie shows up, we at the same place. So we can see how these tryouts is going. If Amberlynn Reid has her way, she's going to try to find somebody that she could scream over and take advantage of and bully or whatever it is like that. And it's not fair. If you're going to have trials, everybody have a chance. And whoever wins, wins. There is no feel sorry for Amberlynn Reid, because we're not here to try to feel sorry for her, because nobody feels sorry for Amberlynn Reid. And you know why? Because Amberlynn Reid puts herself in all these situations. Amberlynn Reid films all these situations. Amberlynn Reid posts all these situations, and Amberlynn Reid monetizes all these situations. So how can you feel sorry for somebody that blatantly, one, lied to you, blatantly, two, lied to you again, and blatantly, three, doesn't care about her audience like she said? So how can you feel sorry for somebody that don't care about nobody but themselves? So now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to the next person that Amberlynn Reid got rocked by 2 times in a row, and that was Brian. Brian came up and dropped all the nonsense on Amberlynn Reid, and what happened? She's like, I don't want him here. No, 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 and threw him off there. And then he came back again and did the same thing. And Amberlynn Reid, get him out of here, get him banned. See how it is? Anybody that's going to really put up, like, how can I say, proof and defenses and go one-on-one with Amberlynn Reid, she don't want that. And that's the sad part. Amberlynn Reid would do better. I think the channel would get more views. They would get more super chats. They would make even more money if you have somebody that's going to go one-on-one with Amberlynn Reid and not hold up. Call her out on all the nonsense. Not somebody how she keeps saying, what did she say a few times? When they get on the show and they get to know me, they're going to see how great a person I am, how nice I am. I'm the greatest person in the world. Amberlynn Reid, that's not even true. You know why? Because we could call any one of your ex-partners. We can go way back in the days, folks, and they're going to all have the same line. Would you date Amberlynn Reid? And they will all say no. How is that possible that everybody, 100% of the people in the past would say they would never date you? And think about it, your current girlfriend that you broke up with, so she is another ex, was saying the same thing when you was broken up behind the scenes. How is that possible? There is only one way. It's like a book, folks. It starts at the beginning and it has an end. And all the people that has dated her, all her partners have read the book, and at the end they're like, I don't like it. Nope, gotta go. Even if they came back, like the current girlfriend, what, Tommy, she back for the moment, but is she gonna leave in the future? More than likely. Who cares if she does? Who cares if she don't? And now that we on that topic with the current girlfriend, Tommy, where Amberlynn Reid said that nobody can talk about her, it is impossible. It is off the limits, folks. My question is, I was at the beginning here, folks, and Amberlynn Reid went on to say that she was going to get Tommy to come on and do an interview. So how can you make a person that you're saying is off limits, right? They are private. They do not want to be bothered, even though they in the chat and they donate and money and stuff like that, and they're going to come on a show and do a public live stream and talk about everything, but they off limits and want their privacy. This not adding up, folks. And another thing that's not adding up, folks, if you haven't been paying attention, Amberlynn Reid went on to say that she has not seen her mom, Mama Lynn, in over a month. And that's not making no sense because, one, Amberlynn Reid, I could understand if it's snowing, you got a blizzard, you can't make it outside to see your moms, but you are getting out there to go to whatever deliveries you got, right? But number two, this is not making sense either. Why is your mom not allowed to come to your apartment to visit you when you said that she calls you and messages you and she says, I haven't seen you in a while, I would love to see you, but you not letting her come to the house? That's a little bit suspicious because think about it. You got 24 hours of the day. You working 2 hours, 8 to 10, and then you staying up late at night on voice chat and going to other shows. So you up all night. Why can't your mom come from noon to 7 p.m. at any time to stop by? And the other thing that's not adding up is why you said that your girlfriend is coming to visit you. And more than likely, Tommy gonna stay at your apartment or stay at a hotel. But you are gonna meet up and you're gonna be in your apartment. But your mom that lives there, that's driven you around, has driven you, what, 16, 18 hours to Wisconsin, cannot come and enter your apartment. And the last time you said, the only time that I heard in the past is that your mom came to check if you had bed bugs. So your mom is good enough to make her day over to your house to check for bed bugs, but she's not good enough to come over any day, 7 days a week between 12 and 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. to hang out with you at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes and say, hey, let's have lunch, let's have a coffee, let's have water, let's just sit here and talk and play with Legos, whatever it is. So your mom can't do none of that. And it's not adding up either because the majority of the time you have said over the month, you do not work on weekends. You only work Monday to Friday. So your mom can't come on Saturday or Sunday either. This doesn't add up and there's something suspicious. And there's another suspicious thing is about Twinkie because many people over the last live streams has been asking, can you please show Twinkie's nails? And Amberlynn Reid keeps screaming and yelling, I'm not doing what people tell me. Now, Amberlynn Reid, people told you to hit yourself in the face with pies. People told you to dress up as Shrek or whatever it was, Fiona, right? And you did that. So you're not making no sense, right? But to show the nails is a little bit suspicious. You know why? Because it would have took 5 seconds to prove to everybody that there's nothing. But what I actually think, this is my hypothesis, this is my opinion, that Amberlynn Reid does not want to show Twinkie's nails until she could get somebody to bring her to the vet to get Twinkie's nails done. And then you're going to see her showing the nails all the time. Oh, look, the nails are perfect. And you think we all silly? I don't think so. We not silly. We see what's going on. And Amberlynn Reid thinks she's slick, right? Because Twinkie has been sleeping under the table on the little bed over there for a few days, right? And every single time they would say, show us the nails. And we could see Twinkie right there looking beautiful, like looking in the camera like a model, right? Queen Twinkie right there just showing us what's going on, but can't get on camera. And if you notice recently, since all the nail has been brought up as a topic, now Twinkie is no longer there. The bed has disappeared somewhere in the house that we're never going to see, and she's going to hope that the topic has ended and she can move on from there. But Amberlynn Reid, if you learn one thing from Girl World and you want to be part of it, they do not play around with pets. And if you're going to play these games, they're going to play them right back. Well, that's the end of the video, folks, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Later.